Hello and welcome to this first series of click-by-click tutorials on using Excel 2010. In this series of videos you'll learn some of the basic techniques to get you started in using Excel. If you want to practice the techniques that are shown in these videos, you can download the exercise files along with the written instructions from our website at www.wizzybooks.com. In this lesson we'll have a look at the Excel 2010 ribbon and just look at some of the tools available in the ribbon and what their functions are. So this is the Home ribbon, and you can see that tools are arranged in groups. We've got the Font group, we've got the Alignment group, we've also got the Clipboard group, and these are the tools that we'll use most commonly while we're creating our spreadsheets. So let's start with the Clipboard tool group, and in here the clipboard has tools for cut, copy and paste. The font control group contains the tools used for formatting the fonts. So we can change the typeface, or font as it's called. We can change the size of the font. We can make fonts bold, italic or underline, or change the color of fonts. Then there's the alignment group, and in this group we've got tools for the alignment of text in the cells. So we've got the normal horizontal alignment here, but also in Excel we have a vertical alignment, so we can align text to the top of a cell, in the middle or at the bottom of a cell. We've got a number control group, and in here this allows us to format our numbers depending on what they relate to. So for example, if we're using currency, there's a currency format here. We can also format as date, time, percentage, or we can further format them by going to the More Number Formats option at the bottom. We've also got some styles tools which will allow us to add conditional formatting or format tables and cell styles, etc. Then we've got the cells control group, and that contains tools to allow us to insert or delete rows or columns within our worksheet. And finally, on the Home ribbon we've got the editing tools, and here we can use AutoSum to automatically add up a row of figures, or we can find data by using the Find and Select tool right on the end there. So these are the most common tools that we'll be using, and they're situated on the Home ribbon. We've also got the Insert ribbon, and this one allows us to create tables or insert illustrations such as pictures, clip art, shapes. And then we've got the chart section. This allows us to insert charts based on our data in our spreadsheet. This will then give us a graphical representation of our data, which is a lot easier to read than numbers on a spreadsheet. There are more tools, but we're not going to concentrate too much on all of the tools. Let's have a look at the Page Layout ribbon, and in here we've got tools that allow us to use themes for our spreadsheet, which automatically applies colour to our worksheets. We've got the Page Setup tools, and that will allow us to adjust the page so that it looks its best when we go to print it. Let's have a look at the Formulas toolbar, and Excel contains a vast array of functions that will allow us to manipulate our numerical data in any number of ways. We've got financial functions, and if I open that one up you can see a list of the functions that are available. Logical functions, text functions, date and time functions. Excel has a vast array of functions that can be used while we're creating our spreadsheets. Let's have a look at the Data tab. So on the Data ribbon we've got tools that will allow us to use our spreadsheet as a database. So we can sort data, we can filter data, we can even create advanced filters so that we can extract just the data that we're looking for. And again, more tools that we'll look at in future videos. Let's have a look at the Review tab, and in here we can check our spelling to make sure that our worksheets look professional. We can even insert comments onto our spreadsheets, and again more tools that we'll look at in more detail in future videos. Let's have a look at the View tab. So on this ribbon we can choose the way we view our spreadsheet with things such as normal view, page layout, page break view, or there's even some custom views. We can add or remove certain elements to the spreadsheet, so we can remove the formula bar if we want, or show or hide the grid lines. We can zoom in and out with the zoom tools, or if we want to, we can freeze columns and rows so that we can see the titles of the data that we're displaying. There are a couple of other ribbon tabs up here, but we're not going to look at them at this stage. Again, the most common tools that we'll be using are probably on the first 2 or 3 tabs of the ribbon. So that gives us a quick general overview of the tools available in Excel 2010's ribbons. And as I say, we'll look at them in more detail when we start to use these tools.